Today I want to share with you a stock that could have a very exciting future. Kraken Robotics are a Canadian marine technology company listed in Canada and also on the US OTC markets. They are involved in designing, developing and marketing products and services across a multitude of maritime contexts. I'm going to explain why I think over the long term this stock could be a huge winner. The maritime robotics industry they operate in is still one very much in its infancy, with some reports estimating that what was a $2.3 billion industry in 2017 will be as big as $10 billion by 2025. We will talk about their products and services later in the video, but know that they have applications across all of the various market sectors, and we could even see new markets and opportunities emerge in the space in the longer term. Military applications include mine countermeasures, intelligence, surveillance and reconnaissance, as well as anti-submarine warfare and technology. In the commercial markets, we can see even more potential uses, with perhaps the most promising commercial segments being in relation to offshore wind farms, seabed mapping and surveying, and subsea asset inspections. Offshore wind power generation capacity is expected to more than double by 2030 alone, and any serious maintenance or service contracts here could be extremely lucrative. This is a market segment they are aware of and are targeting to increase their presence within. What makes Kraken so appealing is their integrated suite of products and services. We'll look at some of these in detail later, but in short, they are selling or developing physical goods such as remotely operated vehicles or ROVs, autonomous underwater vehicles or AUVs, unmanned launch and recovery systems, and high-performance underwater batteries. On the services side of things, they provide high-resolution, full-color underwater 3D models and HDR photography, as well as seabed sonar scanning. Because of the synergies between products and services, they do have customers drawn to one side of the business who end up purchasing from the other. We can see the progression of this over time through their integrated supply chain. They have been steadily adding functionality to their offerings for almost 10 years now, and although their market cap and share price haven't quite matured to match the offerings, it will be hard to imagine the next 10 years not being a whole lot better. We'll start with a quick look at their shares, currently trading on the US OTC markets for around 28.5 cents, with the total market cap coming in at just under $60 million. That figure is going to sound quite undervalued when we look at some of their other figures. They have been listed on the Vancouver market under ticker PNG since 2015, and we can certainly see that they've had a few false dawns up to this point. Any place you see this stock discussed online, there are always people who have held for a few years now, pleased at the progress they are seeing, but ultimately still waiting for the share price to appreciate. Revenue has been growing as their products and service programs have expanded, with 2021 revenue expected to be more than double that of 2020. Further to this, they are inching closer and closer to turning an annual profit. They have a business-wide margin of around 50% this year, which allows them to invest heavily into growing their business in the future. They haven't yet released revenue guidance for 2022, but they are expecting growth to continue with a strong pipeline of potential customers across their multitude of offerings, as shown by current contract pursuits for products only, totaling more than $250 million. And whilst this by no means guarantees revenue, I think it shows they're hungry to carve out their share of the market. Despite not yet turning consistent profits, they are close, and their financial situation is stable, with around $8 million in cash, in addition to awarded funding not yet received or drawn upon, of around $15 million. The slight drop in cash at hand from 2020 is due to them de-risking delivery schedules. They made the decision to order far in advance for long lead time inventory such as electronic integrated circuits amidst global supply chain problems. The result is an increase of inventory by $9 million since the end of 2020. While there could be concern about being stuck holding inventory in some cases, I think that with the goal of growing the business, this was definitely a better choice than them not preparing and possibly failing to fulfill orders on time, or even decline contracts. So before we dive into their products and services to understand how they can be successful in these markets, I want to highlight some notable recent developments. In July 2021, Kraken completed a $14 million part equity financed acquisition of Pangeo, whose capabilities in the subsea services field will accelerate and complement Kraken's current operations, whilst also potentially leading to other business with their already established customers. They look to be a key part of the puzzle for Kraken, generating recurring revenue and helping them to gain traction within the offshore renewable energy market. 80% of Pangeo's current customers are in the offshore renewables market, and they have a strong track record of attracting repeat customers as well as providing leads to new customers through existing connections. And of course, let's not forget that any customer for these services could well end up purchasing Kraken products as part of the deal. Since releasing their latest financial results, Kraken have announced a further $7.6 million in agreed contracts, with Pangeo's contributions an integral part of their offering. It has only been 6 months since the acquisition, but it looks to be a shrewd, well thought out play to complement their operations. In April 2021, they also acquired a Brazilian robotics firm, 13R. They have significant experience in underwater robotics and autonomous systems within energy markets. Kraken were aware of the company and cooperated with them since 2016, with the deal completed for only $220,000. While not much has been stated about their contribution thus far, they are expected to complement operations greatly. Both of these acquisitions to me indicate Kraken mean business and understand what they need to do to expand their knowledge base and maximize their potential. In terms of ongoing contracts the company currently has, they recently received a contract extension from the Canadian Department of National Defence and also with an unnamed leading international defence contractor. By far the biggest contract is a roughly $36 million contract with the Danish Navy to provide a mine hunting system, and they also provide a similar service to the Polish Navy and are currently bidding to do so for another NATO Navy. Kraken are also aware of the opportunity of opening up contracts with the US Navy. They have entered a cooperative research and development agreement with the Naval Surface Warfare Center Carderock Division. This is with the aim of ensuring that batteries are properly certified and tested for use within the US Navy, who could be a very lucrative customer indeed. And if the batteries are as good as they claim, this is not at all impossible. Those batteries are the first of their products we will discuss. They can be used at depths of up to 6,000 meters, giving them a wide range of potential uses. They do so boasting the best energy to weight ratio available on the market for pressure-tolerant deep-sea batteries. Application of these batteries can more than double a commercially offered AUV's survey endurance using the same battery payload volume. They are fast charging, and a unique design eliminates the need for pressure housings or oil compensators, which reduces both weight and cost. As mentioned previously, they are working towards US NAVSEA certification and have held tests and evaluations with different US defense contractors and many departments looking towards future use in Navy AUV scenarios. These batteries have already been delivered to 2 military customers and have provided $16 million of contracted revenue over the last 2 years. Their next product is the Synthetic Aperture Sonar System, or SAS for short. It has applications in both commercial and military markets, and its main uses are related to high-resolution seabed mapping and environmental assessments and monitoring. The system can be used on one of Kraken's own AUVs or retrofit to a customer's existing AUV. In some cases, they have sold this system and the batteries to the same customer, further demonstrating how they benefit from these strong integration. It is also available in a portable man-operated size. The system being so adaptable will surely help them to supply a wide variety of customers. Kraken's specialized SAS towed vehicle, the Catfish, forms a key component in their major foreign navy bids, and they are contracted to supply at least 6 more of these in 2022. This shows us there is a market for the unit. It definitely has its advantages over being retrofit to customers' existing vehicles. They have developed a follow-on unit, the Thunderfish, expected to be available in late 2021 or maybe 2022. This looks to be a game-changing multi-purpose vehicle, combining typical AUV and ROV functionality into a single unit. With so many potential uses, this product could form an integral part of the company's future. Now, away from the products, we have the robotics as a service business sector, with their acquisition of Pangeo playing a key part here. Kraken have such a wide variety of products, they can comfortably provide a complete survey and inspection package, as we can see. Their current aim here is to complete the integration of personnel, knowledge, and technology from their acquisitions and build dedicated operational teams to maintain, repair, and process data from these service projects. This is a part of the business that could see huge growth in the future, and early contracts could well lead to longer-term agreements as well as the supply of physical units. Certainly the introduction of the Thunderfish model, designed with their services in mind, will give this part of the business a huge boost. They are expecting the markets for data gathering and imaging to grow in both military and commercial scenarios. Data gathering and modeling could be a huge cost saver for anyone with maritime assets, with insights gained into maintenance efficiency, safety enhancements, and downtime reduction. Underwater laser and imaging services can provide highly detailed imaging and data, whilst the equipment is versatile in deployment. Their Sea Vision system uses innovative processing techniques to produce ultra-high resolution, full-color and 3D scan of 1 million points in only 4 seconds, all on moving underwater platforms. Potential applications are quite broad across a wide range of underwater assets and structures. They are still developing their products and service offerings, and I think Kraken are perfectly situated to see strong growth in both the short and long-term future. If you're interested in other growth stocks, be sure to check out this playlist and subscribe for more in the future.